Oh, I like you.
Okay, we are immediately live. Not even an intro.
Wow.
How about that?
Hello, what you people?
Countdowns of plebs.
Now there's an intro. You ruined it, Wiggy.
No, this is an outro. Hello,
Oh,
what
okay.
you
You're
people?
saying goodbye. Fine. Yes, hello, what you people. We are farming again. I thought we might as well do some farming online.
Farming well.
Indeed.
Farming live in glorious Technicolor.
It's like Gardener's World, but with bigger equipment. Not that I'm
It's like
boasting.
Jeremy Clarkson's farm, but a lot less interesting.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, we've had some adventures.
Are you doing some farming TV show now?
Yeah, Clarkson's
Clarkson,
farm.
yeah. You should see his tractor. His tractor is crazy.
What is it?
I think it's a Lamborghini tractor or something like that.
That would make sense.
It is huge, crazy, massive. I need to find it. I'm just going to randomly stop to find Jeremy Clarkson's tractor.
Oh,
Are there any Lamborghini tractors in the game yet?
I've not seen any in this one. There was in 17.
Yeah.
Just realised my stream settings are wrong.
Is that a cribbler?
Or the title, rather. Saturday Chill. Farming Simulator.
I'm going to pull up your stream now while I've got a moment of downtime.
Yeah, it's a Lamborghini tractor he's got.
Yeah, that figures. Wouldn't be
It
anything
is
less, would it?
huge. It is huge.
Hey Verity, you found me. You definitely did. How you doing? I'm gonna get in trouble if I've stolen you from Dan.
Let's see what we're going here and find out who's chatting. You mean
Yeah,
I missed a whole 2 minutes 38 of the stream.
You have tabs. Excellent. Excellent. I'll tell Dan that he's got competition now.
Yeah, your growth rate is so much wider than mine.
Yeah.
Compensating for something?
Always.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
larger field, Rob. Larger field. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter.
No, I'm hoping Dan might come and join us on the farm. Actually, he showed interest.
Okay, pardon me for being stupid. Yeah.
Just saying no.
But who is Dan?
Dan is an IRL friend of mine who is he lives in London. Yes, I think he lives in London. Pretty sure he does. He is a comedian actually, and yeah, he's getting into streaming at the moment, just starting up. So try and gently coax him into the ASQ team if I can.
Oh, I spoke to Nathan about it, and he says he's all for joining.
Sweet.
The craziness gets bigger.
Yeah, we're doing quite well. We've got a sizable team.
Oh, now who's messaging me? What's going on? I've got a beat from somewhere and I don't know where it is.
Don't worry about it.
Oh dear. Hey, commenter, how you doing? EC.
Hello.
You were second today. Second. Man, you're dropping your game. Last time you weren't.
Dedication.
Last time you weren't
last
around.
Time he
for-
was, yeah, last time he was a lot later, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Twitch didn't tell him.
I've heard all the excuses now.
I don't know if it's because my phone was like in some sort of sleep mode or inactive, but when you went live with GTA the other day, it didn't tell me until 2 hours after the stream had started.
Really?
Yeah, so you
so
got to see the quality stuff then.
It was essentially only pinged me before. Like, you're only live for like 15 minutes after that. By the time I'd like got out of bed and checked if you were online, it's
Yeah.
like the last online section said it like went offline like 20 minutes ago or something. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it wasn't
I think the
particular
Twitch app just goes into like a deep sleep or something.
Yeah.
And then when you unlock your phone, it probably then like searches for updates.
Searches
It is a
everything
bit
through.
funky. You got an email this time. That's good, Verity.
All is good.
I was saying this to a Wooga. When it comes to finding out what people are playing or if people are live, my first port of call is usually Discord.
Yeah.
But
A lot of people.
You and a Wooga have got both of those turned off then.
Got Discord turned on.
At the minute, it just says you're live. You're just online on Discord. It doesn't say you're playing anything, and it doesn't.
Oh,
say
I
you're streaming.
see. You mean on the thing? Yeah. Yeah.
The Twitch and the Steam links.
I thought you meant the announcement. But
Well,
yeah,
I suppose the announcements would say that he's online as well.
yeah.
But then they might
The
not be streaming.
there are still a lot of people that don't do Discord yet.
Oh my goodness, that is so much wider than Tangles. Well, look at that. That's
Oh
crazy.
yes.
It's easily twice the length. Or width, I should say.
Width. Yeah, it's just got one more section at each end. Yours has got 3 sections. Mine's got 5.
And I'm stuck with this wee 5 foot malarkey.
Well, you did choose a small field.
I chose the small field because I wasn't on for a long length of time.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I didn't want to leave a half job and all.
Why not? You usually do.
Oh, not at all.
No, that's not true.
I mean, how many part jobs have you got lying around the house?
Oh my goodness, millions.
Well then,
My house is made up of unfinished jobs.
Do we have anything left to cultivate?
I've got a wee strip here.
Yeah, there's a couple of little bits.
Is it not counted as finished yet?
Oh, it probably is. I don't know. I've not looked.
Let's check. I'll check.
I feel like I have to finish the field.
No, it's
Wait,
99%.
Field 36, 99%. Come on.
The picture isn't clear. I hope that's
Doesn't
not.
matter. It will
not mine.
automatically clear when we hand it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The
it's just
picture
finished.
isn't clear. Is not all. Is that it finished?
Yeah.
Hey, we're done.
Yeah.
I know how to now, Rob, before we hand it in. Hold on.
You have transcodes, right? You do? Sit.
I do indeed.
Hey, will this annoy you? Field, look at that.
Well, it's not my field, so you know.
Technically, I'm still cultivating it, so.
Lovely.
Oh, boo!
No fun allowed.
Oh man.
Right. I have tabbed up to the buggy. So I didn't realise that so our cedar, is that big red thing? Is a cultivator as well?
Yeah.
So I could have used that for the field instead of, because that looks
Mm.
way wider.
I don't know if it works if you drop it. If you unfold it and drop it, I don't know if it works. It might have to be switched on as well.
What, the cedar part, you mean?
It's a cedar that also cultivates. Hypothetically, in real life, if you did not turn on the cedar but you dragged it on the ground, it would still cultivate. But I don't know if the game is realistic enough to allow you to do that. It might need to be switched on to also cultivate, in which case you would also be seeding, which costs us money.
Well then.
So yeah, I don't know if that can be used as a cultivator.
Ah. Because that looks quite a wee wide chappy there. It's
Yeah, it's wide. It's pretty wide. It's 6 meter working width.
oh, oh dear. Whoa, I'm rubber banding all over the place here. That's not going well. There we go. Oh, no. Oh my goodness, there's... How bad am I looking here, Tango? Am I jumping around the place?
No, I'm just walking backwards on my screen.
It's not. Right.
But all of the contracts are ploughing now. They're pretty dull.
It's the thing then, Rob, because our fields need ploughing every 3 years or so.
Mm.
Do you reckon it's worth buying a plough and I'll come help you on a ploughing contract and we'll just knock out those ploughing contracts sharpish?
Yeah, can
Right.
do.
I am going to disappear anyway. Have fun. Enjoy your tractoring, and I'll probably catch you up about 8 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
I'll send a wee message and see if anybody's around.
Sweet.
Yeah, no drama.
Okay.
I mean,
have fun.
you say that like I'm going to stop playing at any time between now and then.
You mean between now and like 6 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Listen, mate. Day off.
Week off?
Month off. Oh, what did I just do?
I don't know. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.
I'll catch you later, Woogie.
Managed to change my camera, and I don't know how I did that. Hit a
I
button
think
on
it's
my
right
wheel.
stick.
Well, I'm on my wheel, so who knows what right stick is. Attach
Well,
that.
you will go out buying these PlayStation branded wheels, won't you?
Yeah. Well, even the Xbox one doesn't have a thing on it, does it? A stick.
Can't imagine throwing me out of the first for a sentence. Just because it was a question, you make me look stupid by not having an answer. Yeah, I think my wheel has an R3 and L3.
Yeah, mine does actually, but
Well,
they are not sticks.
just looking at big expensive tractors.
What a surprise. Right,
Look, one,
lower.
Are there any ploughs on sale? No, not. There's a cultivator there. Right, let's buy one that's appropriate for our tractors. Horsepower. What are we looking at? 215 horsepower. My, what a beast.
All those
Look at
horses.
All them ponies. Did I say 215 just now?
Yes.
We can probably push it to 220.
Yeah.
3.5 working width.
Easy.
Ooh, it is 23k though. Whereas the 2.5 metre wide one is only 16.
Well, we're going to outgrow the cheaper one sooner, so
The thing is, we're not going to use them very often, like for our own fields.
yeah.
We're going to be we're only going to be using it like once every 3 years or something.
Right. Well, do whatever you feel is appropriate.
How much money did we just make? About 12k.
Something like that, yeah.
We probably made this 16k back in short time then.
Oh yeah, we've got at least 16k in ploughing jobs coming up.
Yeah, we need one eventually anyway. Boop boop boo doop doo 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 doo. Hello class. Oh, engine.
Tractor. tractor did not like that corner for some reason. Verity, has Dan made it to Gondor yet? I feel this is important information. Might have to sort out some Creative Commons music for these streams.
Yeah, I used to use Pretzel for that sort of thing.
Okay.
Pretty good. I don't know if he still is, but all of Miracle of Sound stuff was on there.
Right.
So I used to always play that on stream.
He's decorating his house. I thought he was buying a house in Gondor. Or is he decorating it remotely? Or did he buy one somewhere else instead? We haven't even bought a house yet. We're going to need to do that at some point so we can sleep the nights away.
What was it, about 130k for the house?
I think it's 150. You might be right, it might be 130.
Ooh.
But yeah, I guess we probably ought to be getting to the point where we earn that much money very easily before we buy that.
Yeah.
And not forgetting we've still got an extremely big loan.
We do indeed. Hello, Mortimer.
Hey Mort, welcome along.
Hang on a minute, I've got messages somehow. How do I see that?
Near
You've not
Uno.
got that on your screen.
Got what?
Message. I've got like a little notification bubble next to the map.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's weird. It just says Awuga has left the server. But for some reason it brought it up as like a ping, like an unread message rather than just putting it on the screen.
Oh, strange.
I pressed T and it pulled up the chat log, the server log, server chat log, and now it's gone.
Huh?
Peculiar. Very peculiar. I've arrived with our very own plough.
Nice. What is your plan of attack?
I'm going to drive alongside you, mate.
Okay. I am doing 8 miles per hour, just FYI.
Alright. Don't know what I'll be doing.
You're catching up with me, so...
I'm not
Fair.
ploughing yet.
Oh, right.
Imagine if I was at this speed.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for you to turn around and then I'll... otherwise, it'll mess up the pattern.
Who cares? Pattern.
I do.
There you go.
Oh, we've got the same plough.
Oh, yeah. How about that? Except yours goes out to the right.
Yeah, you rotate them based on the side you're working.
Oh. I'll tell you what, I'll start ploughing down this edge.
Okay.
If we just keep doing swapping over, then we don't have to change the side.
Sounds good to me.
It's probably quicker to change the side than it is to drive the width of the field, though. So is it the fold that turns it over?
No.
Oh, right.
Folds it. It's rotate that rotates it.
Okay, I'm not seeing that in my list.
You lift it and press X.
Ah,
You can't turn it unless if it's on the ground.
right. That would make sense.
Folding it brings it in line with the tractor, so you can drive it down the road without clearing out trees and bushes.
Hmm. Lots of rocks in this field.
Yeah, it's one thing we need to buy is something to collect them with.
Yeah. Is that something that a forage wagon does?
Nope.
Right.
It's a specific tool,
Okay.
unfortunately. Oh, we're swapping sides every time.
I thought that was the idea. You seem to
Yeah.
agree.
I thought that was the idea as well, but I wasn't sure until I saw you coming towards me.
I am open to other suggestions, but I thought
Oh, okay, either way. Whatever floats your boat, good sir.
keeps us out of each other's way in theory.
I ain't worried, mate. I've got a little joystick that does steering and that, so
No way.
yeah, I can stay out your way. It's not a problem. Here's the thing, I was planning on stopping playing at some point so I can build my little steering wheel stand.
Ah, but
Get
now
the
I'm
wheel
here.
out. But now you're here and I feel compelled to continue playing. How long have you been around for, by the way?
We're planning to get a Chinese at about 7.
Fair enough, when you disappear for food, I'll probably order some food of my own and
Get building.
get building.
Sweet.
You know what, I might order Japanese food.
Hey. Is that sushi or is it some other flavour of Japanese food?
They don't do delivery sushi, unfortunately. There's a Japanese place that's opened up in my town that I've been desperate to check out, and recently they've started popping up on Just Eat 3 or 4 days a week,
Right.
and they do essentially rice boxes,
Oh,
like
okay.
slow cooked pork and slow cooked beef, but with rice and vegetables and stuff in a little not quite like a bento box, but kind of like a rice box.
Cool.
Very, very good. Quite a little expensive, but really good. I'm hoping you're not hearing any background noise coming through my mic either.
Not that I've noticed.
That's alright then. 'Cause my neighbour has had their front lawn ripped up and replaced with AstroTurf,
Oh, right.
and they've had a fence put in between our front gardens. Basically, it was all open, one big lawn.
Hmm.
But now there's a fence alongside it, and whoever they paid to put the fence in didn't use the correct posts for the fence panels,
Oh.
and they haven't pegged them to make up the difference. So there's a 2 centimetre gap
Ugh.
between the fences and the panels, so I can hear the panels banging back and forth in the posts.
Oh man, that's irritating.
Yeah. And obviously, apparently we have some sort of wind event happening at the minute.
Yeah, it's been very, last night was massively windy.
I know it was snowing a lot last night.
Yeah, we had a smattering of snow this morning. Probably all gone by now. You've never heard of someone using AstroTurf for a lawn? be easy to mow. Yeah, definitely.
It's a really popular thing in the UK at the moment.
Is it, when you say AstroTurf, is it AstroTurf or is it fake grass?
It's fake grass, plastic
Right.
grass.
Because AstroTurf it's got no height to it, has it? That's what they use for the football pitches.
Yeah, AstroTurf, it's like a centimetre long.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I remember because we had the school I went to, I think, actually had the UK's first AstroTurf football pitch.
Oh, right.
And yeah, that was like it may have changed since. But yeah, it's kind of you know how sometimes you get those plastic doormats
Yeah.
that are like have like the plastic spikes on them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like grass. It's sort of like that, but like a fancier version of that.
Oh, right. Okay. In that case,
and
what I thought was AstroTurf is not AstroTurf.
yeah, it is basically. It looks like at a glance, it looks just like really healthy grass.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, what I thought was AstroTurf, you would never mistake for grass.
Right.
I am not appropriately educated on the subject.
Neither am I, to be fair. I might be talking bollocks. All I know is apparently, well, they don't need to justify it to me, but they said to me that they wanted to replace it because like they got like back issues or something, so like
Yeah.
mowing it is an issue for them. But then again, they had a flower bed put in alongside it that they had before, so
So they're still going to have to tend to that.
yeah. The only thing that makes me sad about it is that whenever they did their front lawn, they used to do mine as well, so it saved me a job. But although sometimes I returned the favour.
I'd like to put in like raised beds, so that like all of the flower beds are just like a foot off the ground or something, just to delineate it, make it feel nice. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to surface mine with something nice like block paving, and then have some of those massive like plant pots
Yeah.
with some greenery in.
I don't think it would be a popular option around here. You owned a bit of AstroTurf. When you worked for the local baseball team, they switched out the turf for grass and gave away 10 centimetre squares. The Astro? Do you mean 10 metre squares? Oh, 10 cubic metre squares. No? I don't know.
It's 10 centimetre squares.
10 centimetre squares is very small.
Yeah, imagine it's like a little keepsake.
Oh, I see. Ah, right. Yeah.
The way he said, I own a bit of AstroTurf.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you had a metre square of AstroTurf, I don't think you'd say I have a bit of it.
Well, in terms of AstroTurf, that is a bit of it. Do you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like-
not unless it's laid. Not if it's like loose. If it's laid down somewhere, then yeah. But
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I understand that.
Aruka was saying that when you hit rocks with the plough, the tractor slows down, but I haven't noticed that.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've just done 3 and I've not noticed it. I mean, it is sort of fluctuating between 7 and 8 miles per hour, but I don't think that's related to the rocks.
Yeah, the only thing that's changing on mine is the RPMs,
Yeah.
and I don't know what. I think that's just related to the gradient more than
Yeah.
the.
Would have said so. Oh, wrong side.
Should have put a bigger weight.
This doesn't feel like an appropriately sized plough for the field. They clearly want you to suffer for this contract.
I think ploughs tend to err on the smaller side anyway.
Right.
Like, this is the biggest plough I could get for our tractor, and our tractor's a medium-sized tractor, and it's not exactly the weakest one.
I suppose when you're dragging lumps of metal through the ground, you can't really get too big, can you?
Exactly, yeah.
It's not the same as like the other stuff that kind of rolls across the top. Though the cultivators can be wide, what are they doing that's different?
I think they just don't go as deep.
Right.
You're probably talking centimetres, whereas these would probably go in like... Well, looking at it, I'd say it's going at least 10 centimetres into the ground.
Yeah.
Probably more than that, actually, looking at the size of these blades.
Yeah, I would have said quite a bit more. Right, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to slow down. Let you get to the end first.
I definitely should have bought a bigger weight.
It's funny, the camera doesn't seem completely fixed to the vehicle.
It's fixed to the terrain.
Right. Because when I do a 180, it's never quite central again.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's because it's not a square field, not a rectangular field.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. But you'd have thought it'd still be central to the vehicle, though. No, this field is not a rectangle. This field is a
Wedge shape.
Yeah. I was going to say trapezoid, but that would be extremely incorrect.
I don't know. Got four sides.
Yeah, trapezoid has two pairs of
Quadrizoid.
equal length sides.
GCSE math.
It's a leaned over rectangle.
Ah, yeah. I mean, at the minute, what we're doing now is a triangle.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. That's a parallelogram. Trapezoid has one short and one long edge. That's right. So actually this could be a trapezoid.
You better hope that none of these viewers are in school at the minute. You could be ruining their
Could
education.
be totally destroying it, yeah. Well, you know, if they will come here for education, then it's only got themselves to blame, if you ask me. Perhaps we should do an educational segment in every stream.
Tell you what I learned today.
Go on.
In Russian, you know how we say footballer,
Yeah.
or we say football player?
Yeah.
In Russian, they say footballist.
Oh, really?
And I really enjoyed that.
Well, one of the things... Yeah, I was going to say, one of the things I like is in Spanish, basketball is actually ball basket.
Basketballist.
Would you like a game of ball basket?
I'll tell you one thing I hate about Duolingo, though.
What's that?
In the UK, we say football.
Mm.
In Russia, they say football,
Yeah.
but the app translates it to soccer.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
No, it's football.
Like when I'm going through like the answers and that, I'm looking for the correct answer. I'm looking for football.
Yeah. And it ain't there.
So yeah, when I'm looking to type out like I play football or I'm playing football, I have to then do a double take and go looking for soccer instead. No bueno.
Yeah, it's about 10 degrees off when I do a 180, so it's definitely not attached to the vehicle.
I don't know then.
Yeah, I guess it is catering to the US market. Shouldn't be though.
It's an American company, but it'd just be nice to do some localization.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, you'd think a company that specializes in language would get it right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's slightly ironic really, isn't it?
There was something else as well that annoyed me. I think it was like kiosk. Like they do it backwards. Whereas I think we would say kiosk, but in the app it translates as booth or something like that.
Oh, right.
Which is annoying because in Russian, kiosk is essentially near enough as kiosk.
No?
But you have to go looking for the word booth instead of kiosk.
Own booth. Like the where you understand what I mean. Oh yeah, totally. It's a common situation, isn't it? There are many things that favour the American market because they originate from America, and America has a bigger audience. But
I'm willing to give them a pass if it's like you say, something that's American that's catering to an American market. But when it's something outside of America that's deliberately doing it backwards to cater to the larger market, that annoys me.
Yeah. I get quite unjustly irritated about language actually because, I mean, really, language always. Oh, well done, Mort. Yeah, that's not going to start an argument, is it?
Can you mod me so I can ban it?
Absolutely. What was I saying?
You get annoyed by language.
Oh yeah, I get sort of unjustly annoyed by language because ultimately language is something that evolves. Like the way we talk, someone 20 years older than us will say is wrong, and equally, you go back hundreds of years and it's all these and thous and.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's like a constantly changing thing.
Ye old shoppy kind of thing. But so yeah, we shouldn't really complain that languages are kind of merging and changing, but at the same time, it's still irritating.
I try to keep it in check. There's certain things that do annoy me. Like I was saying, like soccer or football or whatever. But for the most part, I do try not to let it get to me because it can sort of like very easily kind of veer into like racism.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where it's like, yeah, people talk different. You should talk like the white man does, and it is like adjacent to that kind of mentality.
Yeah, adjacent is correct. I wouldn't say it necessarily is because
it can easily step over that line. Like
absolutely.
I've still got some quite sour feelings about when I went to America. I got a friend in America and I went over there for 4 weeks, and then after I was over there he came over here for 4 weeks. And the entire time I was in the US, it's the first time I'd ever been to America.
Yeah.
And I kind of went in with the mentality of like, I'm a guest, they talk different, so what I should do is I should also speak differently. Like, I'm not going to say rubbish, I'll say trash.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say manuals, I'll say stick. I'll adopt all their little mannerisms because it's like I'm a guest in their country.
Yeah.
So like, it's just kind of like the done thing. It's like when you go to France, you speak
you have a go,
basic France, you speak a little bit of basic France. You speak a little bit of basic French, just as more as like a polite thing.
Yeah.
It's like a courtesy. So I did the same thing in America, and I kept that up for 4 weeks,
Right.
and then we got back to the UK.
Oh.
And dude bro friend of mine, anytime there was anything different, he'd like point it out and say that. I won't repeat the word he used, because he used like a word we used to use in the 90s, which we thought was acceptable at the time, but is currently a slur.
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically called everything stupid that was different,
Oh man.
even down to pronunciation.
Wow.
Oh, you call it rubbish. Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid. I was like,
Yeah. The
I
response to
just
that
meant-
is, yeah, we invented it, mate. Go home.
yeah.
My insane love of Tolkien's writing has given me an appreciation of language and languages as a whole. But the kids today use words for whatever they want, regardless of what it is agreed to mean by. Yeah, totally. Totally.
My problem is I say things ironically, and then I do it for so long, I forget I'm doing it ironically, and then it actually becomes a part of my language.
Yeah.
Like saying heck rather than very strong swear words. Now I just do that unironically by accident.
Mm-hmm. So, Mort, do you think we know what rubbish means, and I would not do that? Yeah, totally.
Verti. It wasn't like an accusation like aimed at Americans as a whole. It was just this one particular friend I've got.
Individual, yeah.
It's a bit of a dick.
Oops, sorry.
You stop driving into me.
I've only done it once.
What's once too many?
All right, fine.
That's
Mort,
not
would
your
you
tractor,
say
and
the
this is our
things-
tractor.
the things you're talking about? Would you say that that is above and beyond the evolution of language over generations? You think it's excessive?
I tell you what, looking back, I'm obviously not going to live long enough to see it, but it'd be interesting to see what effect what effect the internet has on language.
Yeah.
Because you think about how young America is, and you think about how different their accent and their language is, because we've been separated from them since,
Yeah.
well, basically since their inception.
Yeah. Well, in this last century, you know, communication has become possible across vast distances, and travel has become not only possible but like normal. And
That's
and
that's exactly my point. Like you think about the UK, where like you like the Mersey River, for example. There's an accent one
Yeah.
side of the river and a different one on the opposite side of the river because the communities
Yeah.
are separated by a river.
I think now people are moving around so much that within 50, 100 years, languages will have diminished quite a lot.
I don't know about diminished, but they would have changed, and it is going to be super.
Yeah.
It would be super interesting to see how.
Yeah, like I think racism is going to, by some degree, sort of automatically. Oh, we're both stopping. Automatically gonna begin to resolve itself just by virtue of people in every geographic location looking
Being so
different.
much more cross-pollinated.
Exactly, and so that's going to become normal for everyone. So the kids will grow up thinking that's normal. So there won't, it won't be a difference to attack anymore. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. Then you got people who are bad actors and weaponise that sort of thing, regardless.
Oh yeah, but gradually they'll die out. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, here's hoping.
I don't know. Yeah, it is a kind of pipe dream, I guess. But I think to some degree that will be true, whether it's a high or a low degree. I do think in the UK it seems to use the hardest pronunciations. Yeah, probably. You want to speak as fast as possible. I think that's a thing though. I get that, but is that necessarily positive? In the same way as life is now very fast, we have to do everything as fast as we can and as efficiently as we can. Maybe we need to get back to learning how to chill out a little bit, and take the time. I don't know. You did not understand the question you're asking. Was Tolkien better than normal evolution of languages? No, you were saying the kids today use words for whatever they want, regardless of what it's agreed to mean by everyone else. So, are those people excessive, or could it be just considered as the way language is evolving because the youth are using? that kind of stuff. Sorry, Alien, I did mean to say hi. We're kind of in a very deep conversation there. This is the educational segment of the stream that we've started now. Oh my goodness. We're well and truly down the rabbit hole now, aren't we?
I think this is a conversation that's happened like every 10, 20 years or so anyway with the new generation.
Yeah.
It's kind of what makes me angry when like people of a certain age will start ragging on kids for not knowing how technology works.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if I gave you a rotary phone, oh, you wouldn't know what to do with it. You'd think it was a paperweight. And it's like, yeah, and if I gave you a scroll, you wouldn't know what to do with it because it's not a book.
Yeah.
Like, wind your neck in, you pleb. I've got no time for that behaviour.
Words.
We're done, mate.
Have definitely. Yeah, we are, aren't we? Let's not have.
Tractor you got?
Oh, all right, fine. I was going to say, should we just take on the other contracts without borrowing gear, because then we only pay for it once.
Good point.
Next time.
What colour tractor do you want, mate?
Blue.
Do you want a New Holland or the same one as the one you just had?
I don't mind. Tractor's a tractor, isn't it?
Good.
Well, it's definitely lost their meaning nowadays as people use whatever words to explain whatever. It's like language and its brilliance has lost its magic. Yeah, I think so.
Which field is closer to us? 11, 18, 20, 33?
33 is closest, I think. I might be wrong.
Okay, go fetch your tractor.
Alright.
Look at him. Standing in a field on his lonesome like a rube. Where is 33? Oh, it's over the bridge. Whoa, yep, definitely should have bought a bigger weight. I'm a bit bouncy on the old front end.
Oh dear. That's not what you want. Would have more meaning nowadays. Blank have definitions. Nice. There's what was the game show called? There was like a lunchtime game show. Call My Bluff. That's what it was. Basically, it's each round there's a word that is no longer commonly used, and therefore basically nobody knows what it means. And then the three panelists on one team will each give a description of what that word means, and you have the other team then has to choose which is the true meaning.
Talking about game shows again. We did this last stream.
I know. It seems weird to watch you just jump to places. I tend to drive everywhere I can for my own readers. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, Rob's on easy mode.
It's how you enjoy the game, isn't it? Do what you want to do, man.
Easy mode disgusts me, quite frankly.
Dear oh dear. Sorry, Mr. Rob
Look,
from
mate.
the 60s. This generation has moved on from game shows. Ooh!
Yeah. Oh. Man.
Ooh! Well
Tell
then.
you what, the UK hasn't.
No, it really hasn't.
All it is game shows, apparently.
Whenever we're like having a sandwich or whatever, if we've just got like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour.
A cucumber sandwich.
Exactly.
I say that mockingly, but I love a cucumber sandwich.
Oh, there's a tree. We tend to sit in the lounge with our food and whack on.
Excuse me, sir,
What?
American. We don't be sitting in the lounge. We be sitting in the parlour.
In the parlour. Sorry.
In the sketching room.
Yes, indeed, in the drawing room. So we sit there and we go onto iPlayer and put on an episode of Pointless.
It's one of my favourite jokes from Bottom, by the way, and it's so underrated.
The living room, indeed.
The sketching room.
Sketching room. I've never heard it called that before.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't
I think
that the study rather than the living room?
No, it's a play on drawing room.
Yeah, but isn't the drawing room the study?
No.
I don't think the drawing room and the living room are the same thing.
No. Look, mate, I live in a house that hasn't got like the need to name rooms.
I don't know
got
what.
that many rooms to name.
I don't
Alright,
really
I got-
know what the parlour is. Sketchy room is the living room. especially
Parlour
with-
is a type of living room, I think.
Right.
Like a parlour is where you would go for like drinks and to lounge around.
Say, isn't it a beauty parlour?
No. That's like a business.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Parlour games, yeah. It's where you receive guests in. The drawing room is where you go after dinner. Check it out, Verity knows her stuff. You'd think I would too after watching Downton Abbey for a while, but I don't.
Got a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom, a bathroom, and kind of a half bedroom.
We got loads of rooms now. It's getting out of hand.
And a cupboard. I can't be going on with parlours and greenhouses and dining rooms. And
Orangeries, not greenhouses. Well, yeah, greenhouse is different, isn't it? An orangery is a bit like a what's it called? Glass room on the back of your house. Conservatory. A bit like a conservatory, but
Okay.
you have trees in it as well. Get your oranges. This brings up a great point about language and whatnot. Why is it language needs 10,000 words to explain the same exact thing instead of having lesser or more in front of it? Yeah, totally. It's because people disagree, that's why. Inherently, I want to do things my way, you want to do things your way. And so, you create a word for it, I create a word for it, and then everybody has to learn both words. That's how life be.
I expect it's more a situation of the words happen independently of each other and have different roots.
Probably, yeah. You don't think they have a bi-weekly meeting? Okay, here are the new words for this week.
Population.
Yeah. Here are the new words for the week. Anyone want to comment? Alright, Jeff and Barry cannot agree, so we're going to use both. I'm pretty sure that's how it happens. It's like the UN.
Are they known for agreeing on things?
Well, trying to. In my example, they disagreed, so, you know. Communication would be so much simpler if you could say semi-truck, then truck. Why not big truck and small truck to make it simple?
The
Instead of...
semi-truck has a very specific meaning.
Here you go, then.
You can have a big truck that's not a semi-truck.
Mm.
You can have a semi-truck that's not a big truck.
There you go. It's also lack of knowledge about the specifics.
And also in the UK we wouldn't say semi-truck, we'd say Arctic.
Indeed. Which is actually more descriptive of what it is, isn't it?
No, same thing. Well, the full term would be a semi-articulated truck.
Oh, I see.
So they call it they call it a semi, we call it an Arctic.
Right. Well, there we are then. So it's actually, yeah, two ways of shortening the same term. My dad was in that business and they just said semi, yeah. Semi, anyway. They're both different in sizes. Well, what Tango just said is that they're not. They're not related to size, they're related to...
Driven semi-trucks that are smaller than what you would be calling a small truck.
yeah.
Semi isn't a reference to its size,
Yeah, it's a reference to the mechanical function.
to the axles.
I call that a small penis syndrome. I'm afraid that's not a syndrome I'm familiar with.
Doesn't matter to me, mate. I'm a gamer. I don't have sex.
Sorry, it's the weekend. I get freaky. No worries, dude. No hostility
freaky.
here. No hostility.
Get
here.
freaky.
As long as there's no hostility your end as well, it's all good. It's
Yeah,
just a
let's get
discussion. I'm one of those people that is afraid of disagreements. Like, yeah, it makes me feel horrible to think that somebody's disagreed with me. Not because I think.
disagree for the laugh.
I never think that it's because I'm right.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, I disagree.
Oh,
You
right.
absolutely do.
Okay.
No, it's not okay. I disagree.
Oh dear, he's gonna break me today.
Oh, I won't. I disagree. I'll break you tomorrow.
Right, okay. You're a gamer and a botanist. Closest thing get to a date is planting seeds in the ground. Hey, if you and that ground have got things in common and you get on well, who are we to say anything about it? One day you will meet a fine lady who enjoys cultivating plants as much as you, and you will go off into the sunset.
Don't.
What?
Stick with the plants and the games.
Yeah.
The ladies are just a distraction. The ruse that Hollywood wants you to fall for.
You can see the headline: aliens travel across the universe just to probe the soil. Yeah. That's how it be. I think we're going to be a while on this field, you know. I've done an absolutely appalling job over here, by the way.
Oh, mate, mine's immaculate. I've not missed a spot yet. I say that, and then immediately miss a spot.
I've missed many spots. You know what I'm going to say about the straight lines? Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say. Keep missing the channel points. Oh man. There's, yeah, actually I just realised I need to go back here, turn that light off, and that one on. Oh no, that one
The
was
lights
on.
set up now for them to be controlled by channel points.
They are indeed.
Nice.
Hang on, Lumia stream. I didn't run the program. I meant to set up my stream deck so that when I launched OBS, it also launches the thing. The lights should flicker any moment. Yeah, there we go. They've gone. Hey Google, turn off the studio lights. There we go.
What a streamer move, eh? Addressing
So-
a voice assistant on stream. So now everyone's phone's going to be pinging off.
Aliens redeemed red. It didn't appear to work. Maybe it wasn't set up in time. Let me trigger it for you. There you go. There's red. Little green squares don't stay up very long. Little green squares? Not sure I know what little green squares are. I forget which way I'm going now. That way. Yeah. Cool.
You should just get... That's only for the bonus, though, Verti. You should get them passively as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do you need to get my emotes sorted out?
Yeah, I don't think I've done that on Twitch, or have I? Oh, green. I don't know what the thing is with green, with like multiple ones. I don't know, because there was still one going. It's supposed to queue up, but that doesn't appear to have done it. Oh, you don't satisfy the user level conditions, apparently. Commands. What's wrong with that? Let's edit it. What are the user conditions? User. Oh, there we go. I'm going to set it to anyone because I'm a cool guy like that. Bear with me a moment. Apply. It's bizarre that it actually lets you redeem it though.
I'll be on Twitch's side.
If it gets automatic, we should spam it and turn his office into a disco. Well, the duration is 60 seconds currently on each of them. So the requests will just queue up and it'll only change every 60 seconds.
So we can't find out if you're epileptic.
That's right.
I'm going to wait till he goes offline and I'll be doing it at 3 in the morning so he thinks his house is haunted.
Ah, you see, it only runs when the server's up.
Oh.
There we go.
Server for your lights.
Right, sorry, you pressed green, didn't you? You used points, so I'll enact that one for you. Where are we? Green. There we go, there's green. Sorry, what was your question?
It said server. There's a server for your light bulbs?
There is a server that runs on my PC that listens for the Twitch integration and then passes on the message to the lights.
I see. Well, it seems a bit fancy for me.
Gamer and a botanist would say on stream, I can't satisfy, it's just rude. Oh, sorry about that, man. I'll keep it for private next time. Hey.
Or just... Don't be rude.
I don't know. You've got the ASQ thing there. Any session redeemed red for 100. Now, when green is finished, that should happen. And it hasn't for some reason. Oh man, what's going on? Go back. It still says you don't satisfy the user level conditions, but you do. Did I not do red properly? Yeah, literally it says anyone. So I don't understand why. Maybe...
Oh, you can't pick the colour?
Apply.
Oh, that makes me sad.
No, sadly you can't. Don't care about that. I
Green,
just
blue
want to
or
make sure it
red?
works. Sorry?
Green, blue or red? I want to pick my own colour.
Pink and purple should be there, are they not? Oh, here we go.
Green, blue and red.
Anyone. Yeah, I'm only allowed 5 without subscribing. Maybe it's only humans, not aliens. Could be. Blue, do. Blue is a great song. So that one's set up okay. Aha, there we go. Yeah, there's a different setting for the Twitch ones. Red, green. Welcome to the setting up the stream tools stream.
But shall I stop ploughing and I'll start building my furniture?
You might as well at this rate.
We'll just have Farm Sim Idle as a screensaver while we talk nonsense about philosophy, language, and technology.
There we go. Right. I believe I have properly corrected it this time. Hopefully, if you do it again, it should work.
Educational. Yeah, I taught you all how to say footballer in Russian.
Yeah.
How dare you accuse me of not being educational?
There we go.
Coming here today.
The blue, it works. Awesome. Oh, it was very short though. I need to extend the length.
Ooh, that sounds a bit rude.
Yes. Now give me back my money.
He needs those channel points to pay the rent.
Totally. And this is another red section. Oh, I see. Well, we did talk about
pay their rent in Twitch points.
we did talk about red light farming, didn't we? So you know.
Did we?
Yeah,
That's like a you and a Wooga thing.
Nath was the one that said about it.
Was he?
Duration.
Nath says a lot of things, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nath, I need to send him something abusive. I've not spoken to him in a while.
Let's go for 30 seconds duration. Because that feels like a good amount.
I reckon it should be 5-minute duration and just bump up the cost a little bit.
What are you doing? Oh, come on. $30 seconds. Blimey, it's flipping hard to get that to register. $30 seconds. 30 seconds.
What time is it?
It is 6 o'clock.
Oh. So you're piecing out in about an hour?
Yeah, about that.
Fair enough, that's when I'll go build me frame then.
There we go. It'll now last for 30 seconds when you do it.
Should last for a 30th of a second, and it should queue them up. So when you're offline, I can queue up some cool disco effects.
As soon as I turn it on. I don't know if it logs them when I'm offline.
It should.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it does. You have 18.8 thousand points. At 100, that will take a while. Yeah, it could do. But you know, that's up to you how you spend your points, my friend. There's also the stream elements point system is active. I don't know what that's capable of doing. I need to look into that now.
Very capable of lifting ideas from other companies.
No, that's Streamlabs.
Isn't Stream Elements a Streamlabs product?
No. Stream Elements is a separate entity entirely.
Ah.
See you later, Verity. Thanks for coming by. Hope you get your internet sorted out.
I had an argument with my chat last time they redeemed channel points.
Yeah?
Yeah, one of my viewers, one of my followers, was pretty adamant. You know how a lot of people have posture checks?
Yeah.
And it's literally the same thing as like a hydration reminder?
I think I was there. Yeah,
Maybe.
and they wanted to see.
Yeah, they were like, what's the point in a posture check if you've not got your camera on? I was like, well, it's just a heads up, it's just a reminder. And they were like, no, I should be able to choose your posture. I was like, you're insane. That's not what that is.
That's bizarre.
The specific thing he said, he wanted me to do the Jeff Goldblum pose. I was like,
What?
No, it's a posture check. So you're sat there streaming for hours, slouching, and then someone pings you in chat to say, check your posture.
Yeah.
The exact same way as the hydrate reminder works.
Sit up, right.
Where the hell have you got that idea from?
That is so bizarre.
No, you should have your camera on so I can see the posture I choose. You're weird, man.
That is really weird.
That's a borderline fetish. Get out of my chat with that sort of request.
I was trying to get my lamps hooked up so that it was controlled as well, but these specific bulbs are not supported by Lumia Stream. or rather, it's not supported by the API that Philips have designed, and so Lumia Stream is not able to communicate with them.
I'll give you half a point more, but then how do you use a camera to see if someone's dehydrated?
Yeah.
And also, slouching isn't necessarily unhealthy. It's like, you know, having good posture could be just as unhealthy if you do it for long enough.
Is that true? Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose anything's true. In that
Let's put it this way. Why don't you address that question to my lower back after streaming the other day for like 8 hours?
Yeah.
My posture was pretty good throughout, but because I was sat at a table, sat in my chair at my desk, my back was screaming like after that.
Yeah, mine was not too comfy after the 6.5 hour stream.
I'll tell you what, I've been I don't know if I've actually put this up on my stream or not. Oh, and if I haven't, it's because I was in two minds about it. I was going to put a channel point redemption on mine for switching from sit to stand and vice versa.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea though, because sometimes I just don't want it.
Yeah, and
Might
then
make it really expensive.
I'll just spam that so you're constantly up and down all the time.
Oh mate, you spam it all you want. You know how loud it is on my mic.
Oh.
I do it now just to spite you. Teach you a lesson.
Yeah, I did have a look at sit-stand desks, but I couldn't find any mechanism that would allow the design that I want.
Tremendous, mate. I love it. I've just noticed there's ground physics.
Meaning?
Hang on a minute, I've got to check this to make sure it's not just in my head.
I am really screwing this
Hey.
up.
Is there? Might be.
You're playing Whackfest. That's a great typo.
Yes, there is. There's different ground physics. So I've got my tractor half on a ploughed area and half on unploughed area, and it's leaning over into the ploughed area.
Oh, nice.
Like the ground is softer.
So it's following the furrows.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like the weight of the plough pulling it over, or if it was the weight of the tractor sinking into the mud. But I think it is sinking into the mud.
That's very cool. We've stolen the that bit from the spin tyres engine.
Quite that significant, but only very minor. In fact, I could actually be convinced it's all in my head, and it's just like the altitude of the slope of the field. But it did look at one moment like my tractor was leaning over into the mud.
No,
When I tried to recreate it, I think it worked.
I'm half on, half off now, and I definitely feel the same thing.
Mate, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because in the previous iterations of the game, like when you ploughed a field or seeded a field or whether it was essentially just a big brown square that changed colour slightly.
Yeah.
Now it actually feels like something that's got physics. I think this iteration, like I've not said massively praiseworthy things about it, but they've definitely taken a real step towards simulation, I think.
Yeah, there's just lots of little things that are sort of adding up to a really good experience, isn't there?
I've been meaning to look up what the difference between some of the similar tools are. Like I know what the difference between a plough and a cultivator is, like in the game. But I'm wondering if there's like a difference between cultivators, hoes, power harrows, and there's another one as well. There's like 4 different categories of tool that all seem to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, when do we next need to do a recording session?
That's a good question, actually.
Being off work all week, the passage of time for me is completely screwed, so I don't know if we haven't recorded anything in like 2 days or 2 months.
I think we recorded
We've got to be short on Minecraft, haven't we?
sometime last. Oh yeah, we're definitely short on Minecraft. We always are, because I don't go too far ahead on that. Yeah, we'll need a Minecraft ideally for Tuesday. So any time before then.
I'll go get some beer then tomorrow.
Cool.
I actually really enjoyed watching the most recent 2 Minecraft videos back because I forgot that I'd been drinking. I was just I was just giddy and stupid.
Excellent. Yeah, It Takes Two. We've got loads on the burner. So
Problem with It Takes Two though is I want to play it.
yeah, but that's fine. We can play that as often as you like, and it'll just stack up.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying that game.
Because to be honest, like, we don't really want people to interact in a way that affects our gameplay, as it were. We want them to interact, but only in a, letting us know they're having fun kind of way.
Unless they're that pesky Zoe asking for name tags.
So yeah, that's fine to stack up without a problem. Reduces the risk of people popping in and giving us spoilers and stuff as well. So.
Who was shaming me for not being education?
Really?
Hang on a minute. Who was it? It was Verti, then I went well because they left already. But... Oh, it's gone off my screen. I was about to say something educational when I was going to really rub it in and go, see, I'm being educational now. But I don't know. I don't want to tab out of the game to scroll up chat to see who it was. The moment's passed now anyway. Would have been some good timing.
Oh.
My brain is fried, so I forgot who it was, but someone said that they reckon there's too many hot air balloons.
I can understand why one may feel that way. I'm quite...
Just seem a little busy with balloons.
Yeah, I like balloons though, so it doesn't bother me.
I've noticed with hot air balloons, you only ever see one of them or about 50.
Yeah.
There's no in between. You never see 3 or 4. It's
Yeah.
always one solitary hot air balloon.
It's kind of the nature of it, really.
Or about 500 of them.
You're either going for a nice, pleasant flight because you own one and you're off, or it's your business and you've got a group of people, or you're at a festival.
How expensive they are.
I used to know somebody who owned one.
I follow one on Twitter who followed one. I follow the hot air balloon on Twitter, mate. No, I follow someone on Twitter who in their bio says they go hot air ballooning.
Right.
Maybe I should ask them this question rather than switch to chat.
Yeah, but based on the person I knew's apparent living situation and earning situation, it can't be that expensive. Unless, it could be one of those things where they sunk every bit of money they had available into that and then decided that was more important than having anything else.
Screen.
I don't know what is going on.
Oh, a banner ad. Yeah, the size of the screen shrinks when there's a banner ad.
Ugh.
Wow, I hate that. Can I turn that off on my screens? Streams. I can't word.
Who knows?
Is this a new feature that Twitch have rolled out?
No idea. I only stream, so I don't watch them that much. So
Wow.
who knows?
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen that. I mean, I prefer that over the stream just stopping to play an ad.
Yeah.
I actually, oh wow, I can't. I'm in 2 minds about that. That is unintrusive because the stream
Continues the
didn't
game.
stop or go away.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you didn't trigger that, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That was a timing thing.
I don't like that. That's I mean, it's a compromise, so there's that, but still don't like it. I just hate advertising.
Yeah, everyone does. It's a fact of life, isn't it? Death, taxes, and advertising.
Nah, man, I'm gonna live forever.
I doesn't. For me, it really baffles me why physical junk mail hasn't been abolished. Because virtually everyone is digital now. Everyone that should be part of a target audience. And
Oh, you mean like physical junk mail?
yeah, I mean post. And yet so much comes through, and it, you know, you're talking about deforestation and stuff like that. You could save masses just by getting rid of that. No unsolicited mail is allowed anymore.
I mean, it must work, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But I'm just thinking, a lot of the ones I get are for like local restaurants and stuff. So I guess that kind of makes sense because distributing locally
Yeah.
makes sense in a physical format.
Joined a clean room, thinking it was a dirty one. Last lap, knocked the admin into space. Oh, blimey!
The Wreckfest though, there's dirty and then there's not as dirty. Surely, like who plays? Like if you want to play a racing game and be completely clean about it, then go play Forza or Assetto Corsa or something.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You can't play Wreckfest and not expect a little bit of argy-bargy.
I mean, I can understand. I suppose again, I've never played on a public lobby, so maybe I'm not qualified to speak on it. But like, I can understand like if someone's just blatantly trolling, like driving around backwards or just going out to kill people.
Yeah.
Not kill people, wreck people. You know what I mean? Kill cars. But
yeah, I do, KB. You got to have that. You got to have that edge.
I've got a wheel as well, but it's in a box behind me.
Not
Along
for
with
long.
the furniture to hold it.
Yeah, this is so much better with a wheel. It really does make it easy. And I've got all my shortcut keys linked on my Stream Deck. So I've got a whole screen of my Stream Deck just for lifting and lowering and rotating and whatever.
Is your Stream Deck mounted?
It's on the one that it came with, to the desk mount.
So it's just free. Is it mounted to the desk or is it just freestanding?
Just freestanding.
Because I've never actually handled one. Are the buttons on that not like quite resistant? Like, doesn't it move when you press a button?
Not really. It's got little rubber pads on the bottom, so it grips the desktop quite well, as long as you've got like a shiny desk. Heidi's dad has a few acres you can mow. Oh, really?
Is he paying?
Yeah. Yeah, let us know the rates. But yeah, no, actually the wheel really does make a difference in this game. It's nice. Oh, we're finally...
I'll drop in once I get my wheel set up as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. In fact, Gage messaged me today saying he wanted to do that.
Yes. By the way, Steam sale. If you're in the... I mean, I know you're still getting everything set up, but if you're in the mood to get your VR out,
Ooh.
I'd love to play a bit of Project Cars with you in VR.
Oh, sure. Yeah, totally.
That by far, that is like up there as one of my best ever experiences in VR is Project Cars with a wheel and VR.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm on board for that because it's only like £3, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I think Project Cars 3 is out, and I think there might be talk of Project Cars 4. So I think the one I've got, which is Project Cars 2, is like probably dirt cheap at the minute.
Okay, I'll try and get that too then. You can have clean racing on Wreckfest. Clean means don't spin people out, don't intentionally destroy the race for other people. Even in pro racing, you're allowed to rub up against each other. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of what we meant then. But yeah, I suppose if you sent him to space, then definitely. We need to do more Star Trek as well, Bridge Commander.
Yeah.
And in
I
fact,
also need to convince you to get Beat Saber as well, because that's got multiplayer features in it now.
it does.
Yep.
Gosh, I'm not sure I could handle that.
Oh, mate, Beat Saber is phenomenal. Easily the best VR game I've ever played.
Really? That good?
Yeah, Beat Saber is phenomenal.
Wow.
Honestly, it doesn't feel like exercise.
See, I think the best VR game I've played is Super Hot.
Super Hot is very good. Beat Saber is absolutely my favourite. I've never stopped playing Beat Saber because I wanted to.
Right.
Anytime I stop playing Beat Saber, it's because I'm just exhausted and can't keep playing.
Can't physically go on.
Yeah, I physically can't keep playing.
Man. Actually, one of the most enjoyable moments I've had in VR was when you and I played Elite Dangerous.
Oh, Elite, yeah, Elite's good in VR.
And we did like synchronized, formation flying of our ships. And there was a moment where like one of us was inverted. I mean, it's space, so there's no who knows which one. But we were basically top to top looking up through the cockpit at each other, and that was just brilliant. I really thoroughly enjoyed that.
There's been a whole buttload of new content for Elite since we last played.
Yeah, I've not had it installed for a long time. Definitely should go back to that.
It's one of those where it's like Truck Sim or Farm Sim though, where it's just a huge time sink if you want to get massively into it.
Yeah, that's it. And I was finding that I was just doing the same things over and over. Like, I know you do that in this, but that didn't feel like the game where I wanted to do that.
They'd not long rolled out the passenger ships when we last played.
That's right. And I think last time we played you couldn't, or at least it was very limited planet surface stuff. Whereas now you can drive around and get out and wander and...
Yeah, now there's like land vehicles.
Yeah. How you doing today, KB? Did you finish your Lego last night? Yeah, I need to get the VR set up in here and get my lighthouses up again.
Been half avoiding VR for a while now.
Right.
Because there's a very quiet, very distant voice in the back of my head that says buy the new one.
Yeah, I have that.
And
same
I'm worried if I start using my Vive and I start really enjoying it, that voice will start getting louder.
But then, by the same token, if you're not using it, you've got an expensive bit of kit sitting around that is just not doing anything.
Like I already have.
That's what I mean. That's what you've got now. So you should probably play it to use the one that you got. You should enjoy it.
I'm gonna get the steering wheel stand set up first and enjoy that first.
Yeah.
I think that was the most recent purchase.
I mean, Oculus have sort of left the PC market, haven't they? Really. They did the Rift S a while back, but it's now gone to the Quest 2, and they're designing the Quest 3. And
Have you seen the? I think I mentioned this to you the other day. I was talking to someone about it. Have you seen the new HTC one, portable one?
No, I haven't.
It's just like a pair of aviators.
Oh, you might have mentioned that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound interesting. But yeah, the Oculus is now basically standalone VRs that you can also plug into your PC as an extra output.
really? So they've not got one that's just PC only then?
Well, they've still got the Rift S, but that's now relatively out of date, as it were.
Right. Yeah.
They've not updated it in any time recently.
I think the one I'm thinking of getting is the Valve one. Valve Index.
Yeah. There are quite a lot of innovative third-party things happening, though. Should you be listening to the voices in your head? No, probably not, but that was kind of his point. He's attempting not to. Oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly there.
It's a struggle. I'm chilling out. I'm having a good time.
My lovely knee wiggles. It's an Australian kids show, isn't it? The Wiggles.
I've seen it written down. I've never heard it pronounced, so I always assumed it was the Wigglies.
Oh right.
I'm willing to accept I might be wrong. I don't take a lot of interest, I'll be honest. Looks
No.
like a kids show.
I can't say I've ever actually watched it. I'm just aware of it. I'll be interested to see if the amount I've missed across the whole field adds up to enough to not pass the mission, the contract.
Pretty generous.
Oh. Overshot it again.
When we come to buy a second tractor
Yeah.
with the angle of putting arms on the front of it, should we buy a tiny little tractor or one about the same sort of size?
What would be the benefits of a tiny one?
Maneuverability?
Yeah. Are we thinking of doing that instead of a telehandler?
Problem is, a telehandler only really has one use.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it's very good at that one use. But the way I see it, the reason why I'm asking is like if like you, me, and a Wooger are all on, a second tractor would be more useful than a telehandler.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
So I'm erring on the side of tractor.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
would,
again, I think a tractor's a lot more money.
would make sense. But yeah, like you say, it means we can use it. The question.
Mid-term goals as well is I think we should have a forklift but leave it at the store.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be useful.
Yeah, I can see that. Although we don't live far from the store,
That's true.
assuming we
Whoa.
keep our base where it is. Chicken.
Where? Oh, that
Front.
duck vine. I take it you've seen the vine with the duck. Hey, we did it.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, two British guys standing. Well, they're doing a vine, and one guy points the camera at the other guy who's standing there holding a duck, and he shouts, "Duck!" At which point, the guy holding the duck laughs and goes, "Oh, yeah, because of the duck, right?" And then a duck flies into the side of his head. It's actually brilliant.
I like it. Right.
I'm one of those weirdos who, when he can't sleep, sits in bed watching Vine compilations.
Okay, don't return this contract. We now need to head for field 20.
What time is it?
6:30.
Okay. I don't know why I'm keeping tabs on your dinner time.
I know.
I feel like a parent.
left. I don't actually know where field 20 is. Let's get the map up. Field 20 is up there, so actually probably left is going to be quicker. I thought it was going to be right, but it's not. There isn't a time limit on these jobs, is there? Cool. Nearly ran up that wall then. Oh, this field is on a hill.
You'll be fine.
Okay. So bizarre, you're watching me farming a video about growing cacti, staring at your bonsai collection as your tarantula grabs a roach. It's Saturday night. Blimey, that's living it. That's the life. Spiders I don't think I could. Snakes is kind of stretching it. I think I would be okay, but I'm not sure I could deal with a tarantula. Like, I'm okay looking at them as long as I feel separated from it. However, bonsai is something that I would be interested in. You alright?
Yeah, I found it.
Found what? Oh, the vine. Excellent.
Oh god, autoplay, no. Please watch that.
Neither can I hate spiders, but used to work as a dog whisperer. Yeah, I've heard you say that before. For over a decade. After your surgeries went bad, you stuck at home, decided to save spiders and rehouse them. Proper owners, instead of letting animals die, do the same for most species, whether it's a badger or a flea. Excellent. That's cool. Ah! I mean, the part about your surgery, not being great is not cool, but the saving animals is definitely cool. I'm on board with that. Yeesh. Oh, that was the problem. I hadn't raised it. Draw the line at Megalodon and T-Rex. Come on, dude. They've got feelings too.
Where are we going now? Field 20?
Yeah, field 20.
On my way.
Cool. You catch every spider you see inside your house, put it safely outside the house. Quite often, our cats get to the spiders before we can, and then they're gobbled up. not much I can do about that. It's nature, innit? I doubt they'd have quite the same luck with the tarantula.
Apparently really fragile, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought so. They're very light, aren't they?
Never held one. Based on the massive shiver that just went down my spine, I have no interest in holding one.
Yeah. Well, you know, they're able to climb vertical surfaces and stuff, so you can't
No,
do
they're
that
not.
if you're heavy.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not able to climb anything.
They're not.
They're just able to walk along flat ground that's far from me.
Okay.
I refuse to accept otherwise. No further questions. Thank you.
A good therapy is the film Arachnophobia, because you get to watch them get their comeuppance. Not that they have a comeuppance to get, but
I don't have arachnophobia, but I definitely feel uneasy around like large spiders.
yeah, that's exactly the way I feel. To be honest, it's not a phobia, but
Yeah.
it is a concern.
I don't feel appropriate calling it a phobia. It's just like an uneasiness. I feel the same way about squid and octopus.
Right. I've swum with an octopus, and that didn't bother me at all.
No, that would, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I wouldn't be able to do it, but it would make me uncomfortable.
In the film Arachnophobia, it suggests that they leap large distances, which is hilarious.
Some of them do, don't they? Spiders.
There are jumping spiders, but tarantulas are definitely not amongst them. Not general tarantulas.
Yeah, I
anyway.
don't think tarantulas can like I said. I think they're only able to fall a very small distance, like their bones are hollow or something.
Right.
If you dropped a tarantula from like 2 feet or some paltry distance like that, you'd actually break its legs.
Oh wow. You had the world's largest spider last summer. It was big. I mean, larger than my face. That's not counting leg span. Oh no, you can keep that one.
What country are you in? What planet are you on?
What is the world's largest spider? What type is that?
It's a Fiat, isn't it?
Yeah, the Fiat spider for sure. Although there's a
Those
Ferrari
things are nearly
spider.
a
isn't
ton.
there? I think the Fiat spider is actually relatively small vehicle. There must be spider vehicles that are bigger than that.
First one came to mind. It was just a goofy joke.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
it was.
make sure you research your jokes properly in future, sir.
Wow. Oh, beans! I missed a bit.
Ha! It's not
Forgot
just
how wide
me.
Forgot how wide my plough was.
He's in Norway. He is the Goliath bird eater. Yes, I have heard of that.
I wouldn't have assumed that Norway had spiders of that nature. I assumed that countries that get properly cold, they wouldn't survive in.
It's probably a pet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that needs rehoming.
I see.
My
Are they
sister.
warm-blooded spiders?
Um,
Big spiders.
I think they are. Yeah.
Probably why you don't see them in cold countries then.
Yeah. Well, they ain't reptiles, are they? Yeah, my sister
They're
now
arachnopods.
breeds.
That's the word, isn't it? Did I pronounce that right?
I believe you did, yeah. My sister breeds snakes.
I adopt from idiots who own them as pets.
Yeah.
Have
there
no
you
clue
go.
what they do. Then when the spider is too big, they want to kill them. So I adopt them and give them a real life and find the right owner. I feel the same way about kids.
Yeah.
When they get too big, people want to kill them.
Yeah. Well, to me, actually, when they get big, they're okay. It's when they're small that I want to kill them. Get rid of them.
Clip that.
There's no place in this world for
You ever just
children.
want to kill a kid? Twitch streamer. Ask Rob. Banned from Twitch today. For outing himself as a child murderer.
My goodness. Yeah, I watched when I was over at my sister's last time. They insisted on showing me YouTube videos of some dude who's a snake specialist, and he went to find the deadliest.
Snakeologist.
Yeah, snakeologist. The deadliest snake in the world, and it was, I don't know, it was a king cobra of some description. I think it was the world's only albino king cobra that he particularly went to see. And every video, like, he features a different snake and does a rundown of like a scoring system on how ownable it is, how keepable. And basically the category was like, who is this the right snake for? And the result was basically nobody. Even the people who know what they're doing and die from owning these things.
Yikes.
So yeah. Welcome back, Verity. We're now on to horrific creatures that will kill you, and probably not kill you, but we feel like will kill us anyway. Yeah, and like the way they were handling these snakes, it felt to me as if they were sort of, coaxing them, trying to get them to strike. And yet they were talking about it as if, no, this is the correct, humane way to deal with these things. And really? It looks like you're antagonising the thing.
I have the doubt.
But yeah, they basically tell you that these snakes have no predictability. They will literally just go for you for no reason. There's no recorded death by a tarantula, by the way. The venom they have, even the most venomous, can give you an infection. Oh, that's interesting. That's not a fact I knew.
Are there any deaths recorded on the reaction to seeing a tarantula?
Heart attacks, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like if I lived in a country where they occurred naturally and I got in my car.
Like, holy!
If I saw one on my passenger seat and crashed my car, would that be attributed as a spider death? Because I think it should be.
Definitely.
I reckon that's how the spiders are getting us,
Yeah.
I think they found a loophole.
500% I can guarantee that's like 10 deaths a year.
Yeah, 10 that we know about.
Exactly, yeah.
Spiders are out to get us, mate.
They are. I have the same feeling about automatic doors. One day, all of the automatic doors are just going to not open. And we'll all just walk into them and pass out, and then they'll be in control.
Or we'll be stuck in Selfridges forever.
Exactly.
Why Selfridges? I don't know.
Spiders and cats, both demons who look calm. My cats are not demons. My mum's cats, however, they are demons.
Never wanted your cat to turn off your PC again so much. That would have been perfect comic timing.
I'm literally, the aircraft switches that have got the guard on them.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of them to put over the switch so that the cat can't push it. I mean, realistically, after next week, it shouldn't be an issue because I'm going to relocate the switch anyway, but you never know. It still looked cool anyway.
We'll just gaffer tape the cat's legs together.
That also could work. A lot of people like
Problem solver, me.
putting Smarties tubes over cats' legs. Makes them walk like a robot.
Yeah.
That's very cool. You should look that up on
I bet
YouTube.
the cats will love it.
They do, I'm sure, yeah. Even the owner with the world's worst cat says, my cat ain't such and such. True. My mum's cat hospitalised her, though. It lashed out and scratched her so deep that she got sepsis. And it was really serious. She was in hospital for 3 days on, super strength antibiotics.
And does the cat walk free?
No, the cat is no more.
Ah.
That was the last straw, really. We couldn't let that happen. Hey Fincello, welcome along. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason my mum insists on getting female cats, and I've always seen that female cats are aggressive. Like that always seems to be the
Mine never
case.
was. In fact, the only aggressive cat I've ever had was male.
Yeah. To be fair, with all the nails women have, she should have scratched back. Yeah, totally. No, this cat was particularly aggressive. She was, yeah, it wouldn't have been safe to keep it around.
I've never put a Smarties tube on a cat, but I've put a Pringles tin on a dog.
Yeah, I imagine that, depending on the size of the dog, obviously, I imagine that would have a similar effect. More of a dog person. Yeah, I'm quite happy with dogs. Dogs tend to, animals in general tend to like me, like because I'm not, generally speaking, bothered by them. I think I'm just very chill around them, so they warm up to me pretty quickly.
Dogs are really good at picking up on like vibes.
Yeah,
So if you're like chill and like relaxed, dogs tend to be as well.
yeah. But no, I always have, and for the two occasions I've had my own cats, they've been males who have been neutered, and they're just the most affectionate, friendly things. I mean, occasionally they have a swipe at you. You know, it's an animal at the end of the day. It's gonna. But
Sometimes they're even so affectionate they want to spend more time with you, so they turn your PC off.
they do. But yeah, they both like a good cuddle and that. After specialising in aggressive dogs, SPCA called me to take in wild feral cats. They didn't say they were pregnant. Oh man. 3 cats sentenced to 17. Wow. Yeah, 17 cats in a confined space is not good. It's never going to be good. Yeah, you need to have the right number, definitely. Cats naturally tend to come up with agreements to stay out of each other's way wherever they can. Like, we got 2 cats, and one spends all his life indoors and one spends all his life outdoors. But yeah, there was a really cool documentary where
Not by choice, it's a social experiment he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. The BBC did a series where they put a load of geotags on cats and followed their routes and their times and stuff. And basically, the cats had set up timeshares. So when one cat was going to be in a particular area, the other cats made sure that they were not, and vice versa. It was really interesting.
Based on some of the fights I hear, the cats on my street are definitely not on that system.
No.
Mortimer's going to be furious with you.
Is he?
Yeah, not turning your plough. Where's the immersion, Rob? Where's the immersion?
I don't even know like how to turn the plough. You raise it and then do a thing?
Raise it and press X.
Okay. That just folded it up for me and didn't go the other way. Raise. Fold.
I meant X on the controller, by the way, not the keyboard.
Oh. Rotate plough is B.
Press
Okay.
B then.
That's that one. Hey, there we go. I didn't even know how to do that. Within 6 months, all domesticated, all rehoused, all well living to this day. Excellent. That's a result. Yeah, my 2 boys are rescued. They had mother and 4 kittens they found in a box just left in a field. So we took 2 of the kittens on. And yeah, we'll probably always do rescues.
I told you to rotate your plough, and then you did it, and now you're ploughing in the wrong direction both ways.
Why is that the wrong direction?
Because you're driving on the bit you've already ploughed.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. See, I did it as... If I put it the other way, then I can see better. I can get my line straighter.
What I'm doing is I'm using the wheel on
See?
the back of the plough. I'm
Mort's-
running that through.
Mort says it's the right direction.
Really? I would have assumed it was the other way.
I think I'm going to keep doing it my way because Mort says I'm right.
If Mark says you're right, I'm going to side with Mark. Seems like the knowledgeable type. I would have assumed it's this way because you're driving on trash ground and you want to leave behind.
Put the
Like
outside
freshly
wheel in the
ploughed.
furrow, yeah. That makes sense.
Well, there we go. Mark isn't angry.
Well, he probably was angry because I was still using it one way round for the whole time.
Yeah. You're alright. You were 50% wrong. Whereas I'm 100% wrong.
Yeah, there we go. You were actively wrong, whereas I was passively wrong.
Yep. I'm going to do it correctly now then. Oh, but now my system of measurements all broke.
You just put the little pointy thing in the middle of your tractor front, if you've got one, that is, on the edge of the crop, and you'll be fine.
I could just use the pin on the centre
Could
on
indeed.
the 3-point lift.
Yeah, that would work as well.
Oh, you know what I was saying about the rocks, Rob?
Yeah,
About how we're going to have to buy a special trailer to collect them.
yeah.
It's not the end of the world because you can actually sell the rocks.
Oh, right. That's pretty cool.
The aliens team tanker.
In the game there's no right way, but mine is how farmers do it. Yeah. See, I'm a farmer.
Half the time. You're an uphill farmer, but not a downhill farmer.
Well, my logic was correct. I was just not actually bothering to do it.
Oh, we need to work out how mods work as well.
Yes. I think he subscribed to them in the game, and then I can upload them from my game folder to the server folder.
Cool, okay.
I think it's as simple as that.
Yeah, there's a tractor, Fiat tractor, and there's a small trailer.
Right.
There might be a cultivator as well, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's also set so that you can download when you connect.
Because that was an issue that we had with one of the previous ones, not the most recent, but the one before that, I think, where there wasn't like any kind of download required mods feature, so we had to go
Yeah.
through all the mod lists manually, if you remember.
Yeah, I do. Still have to do that
Wicked
on
pain in the ass.
Euro Truck. We are getting there. La da 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 da. La da da da.
I like that the wheel spin is more realistic now as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Really highlights the fact that I didn't buy a big enough weight for this tractor. Oh, not for this tractor, but for this plough.
Yeah. I'm using a lot of muscle on my wheel. The feedback on it is just really strong.
Does it pull to one side?
No, not generally. I think it does occasionally.
Because it looks like this plough sticks out quite far to one side. I would have expected it to pull the tractor sort of to the left.
Yeah.
Well, in your case, it will be to the left because you've just switched sides. Unless, I don't know, maybe the shape of the blades do their own steering.
Yeah, that could be counteracting it. This stream has had a very serious vibe to it.
Vibe?
Vibe.
Oh, just a serious vibe.
Yeah.
A serious vibe? And what is that vibe? But the vibe is serious.
Yes.
I don't know.
We've discussed language, we've discussed animals.
At one point I
cruelty or
suggested
not
you wanted
cruelty.
to murder children, so I don't think it's been that serious.
There is that, yeah. We've learnt how farming equipment works. Nobody's crashed anything.
You hit me once.
Yeah, but it was only a love tap.
Cheeky nudge.
Yeah.
Gentle tickle.
Nobody's rolled over, been on their roof or anything yet. It's a shame that you don't earn extras on these contracts because there's no product to sell.
No product to steal from your employer,
Exactly, yeah.
basically.
That's what it comes down to. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to adapt this steering rig. I'm going to relocate my gear lever. I am going to add a custom holder for my Stream Deck. And I am going to add a cup holder, like you suggested.
Gotta have hands-free beer.
It's more just the fact that using it puts me so much further away from my desk that it's inconvenient to reach over and get it now.
I'd love to do is, you know how you can mount car seats to driving rigs, a lot like
Yes.
Hasman has done. I'd love to do that with a truck seat.
That
have
would
it, get like a little 12-volt compressor so the air suspension on it works as well.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great. Can't afford it though. I did look into it at one point.
Rig your wheel up so it's more of a trucking angle. I'm sad that my own position on the map is marked with an arrow rather than a vehicle like yours. Like, I'm just driving an arrow.
On mine, it's an arrow over the top of a vehicle for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Whereas mine's just a vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
How peculiar. I suppose that's because your vehicle is borrowed, whereas mine's owned, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that might be it.
I mean, technically Mortimer is correct.
Stolen.
Borrowed, but not for this job.
Yeah. Hey, there was no return time on it, so taking advantage.
How long before they patch that cheeky little bit of cheese out?
Yeah. Well, you'd have thought that if they were going to, they would have, because presumably this has been doable for a few generations of the game.
I don't know. Well, is this the first time you've been able to accept more than one contract at a time?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Because the previous last time when we played the previous game, we could only have one at a time.
Yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten that. Well, let's hope that they don't notice.
Shush! No one tell them. Delete the VOD. Private stream.
I mean, it happens in real life. Like we hired a digger for a weekend, and the company we hired it from decided that the following week they were going to do inventory, and so they shut down to the public for the week. And so they were like, "Yeah, we're not going to pick it up. So you've hired it for the week. We'll leave it with you. We'll pick it up like on Thursday." So we got 4 days for free. We just kept using it. Okay, up you go. Round you go. The only downside with you helping is that we're using fuel and wear and tear on our own equipment.
Surely they've balanced it though, so the extra we make is enough to cover that.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, I've pretty badly damaged things in the past, and it's only been like £1.5 grand to repair. So the amount you get for normal use should be really minimal. Little lag spike there.
Yeah, I got that as well.
Right, it's 7 now, so I will finish this field and then head down.
What are you going to order from the Chinese, Rob?
Sweet and sour chicken.
Ooh.
And a duck.
Watch that vine.
I will. Ah.
I want Chinese now.
Feel free to change your plans from the Japanese.
I want to get my phone, but it's the other side of the room. I got my phone. Start grabbing food with one hand while I drive.
Just call the phone from the PC and tell it to walk over. Yeah, totally.
I'm back. I'm back.
Good.
I'm back, baby. Oh, Ash Rob is now live.
That I am. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
38 open restaurants in your area.
Oh
Goodness
my.
me.
That's a lot of choice.
Problem is 37 of them are curry places. Now, I love curry, so I'm not going to knock that, but I do wish there was a bit more variety in my local town.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit samey, isn't it?
Oh no! It's not on here. What the butts?
Well then,
Where is it?
it's Saturday.
Saturday? The screenshot I took the other day when they were open, it says they're open Saturdays until 10 PM, 1700 to 2200, which is now. And they're not on the list.
Wow.
How dare? They're probably being like an actual restaurant.
Yeah.
Ah, I guess I got no option, but Chinese then. Just Eat has got a Chinese category and also an Oriental category.
Mm.
What's the difference? I always assumed Oriental was just like a more racist term for Chinese.
Oriental is a racist category that includes Japanese, Thai, I think, and places of that region.
Right, so like a more specific but also racist version of Asia.
Exactly, yeah.
Good. I wouldn't have expected him to use that term.
To be honest, I think the only reason Oriental is racist is because it's in the context of calling a person that, whereas a person is more specific than that. If that makes sense.
It's like using the term Oriental in terms of like a region is like a red flag, but not a problem. Whereas calling a person Oriental is like just flat out racist.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot
That makes
to
sense.
switch over. I don't know that that's the case. That's just my assumption.
I'm gonna order my food now so that it comes sooner. I've not actually eaten today yet.
Blimey, you need to be on that. Then again, what time did you wake up?
I don't know, like 2 o'clock.
PM.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, I've not eaten since then either. Yeah, Oriental is only racist if you use them for people. That's what I figured, yeah. It's fine as a geographic term.
Probably avoid it as a geographic term just in case.
Yeah, I think that's probably wise.
I did have someone try and shame me for using the term Indian.
Really?
Yeah, I think they assumed I was American and I was referring to Native Americans.
Oh, yeah,
Whereas
no.
I wasn't. In that
India.
instance, I was referring to a person from India.
Yeah.
So I should never assume ill intent. Well, I don't never assume it, but...
Yeah, I agree with you there, Mark.
Don't go flying off the handle at people on an assumption.
Yeah. There's no point in being upset with someone for using a word when they haven't used that word
in the context you assume they have. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I could be teaching a history lesson, for example, and saying, like people use the N-word as a derogatory term, and the fact that I'd used the N-word would, in current times, be considered racist, when actually I'm not intending to offend anyone. I'm simply stating a fact that that word is used in that context. And that should be fine, because I'm not calling anyone that, I'm just merely stating a fact.
The nice thing with that, though, is it doesn't need any clarification. Like, everyone knows exactly the slur that's being referenced by the term N-word.
Yeah, but only because they've been told at some point. That's not always going to be the case, is it?
I disagree, actually. I don't think I don't think I learned what the quote-unquote N-word stood for by being told. I think I just heard it in usage.
Right.
And was able to put 2 and 2 together. I think that's probably the case for most people, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
I need to spend another £6.90 for delivery, and I don't know what I want.
What you want is to finish the field so that I can go and have my dinner.
Effort. I love the way that I was nervous about you watching that Vine on stream because at some point the guy said shit, but now we're talking just openly about slurs and their different uses.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Although
I want
we
something with
aren't
satay
actually using those slurs, in fairness.
For the most part, no. I'll be honest with you. I'm feeling a little bit nervous about how often I've said Oriental.
Well, you say that, but like when I was living in Peacehaven, there was literally the Chinese restaurant near me was called Oriental House. No, in fact, there's one around the corner here, Oriental Hut.
Yeah.
So like,
Sort of feels different when it's not. You know. Feels different when that's what they're calling themselves. Though. Why is there a? Hang on a minute. What's going on here?
I'm fully in agreement with more on the subject, but unfortunately, I think the majority of the world is not. The word just is the words, whichever word you're talking about,
Oh,
are just considered offensive regardless of what your intent is.
I've only just noticed.
Go on.
Is it my phone? Hang on. I need another white screen. Please hold. No, it's... Just Eat has a play button.
Oh,
Why? What? Am I insane? Yes, I am insane. It's not Just Eat, it's my phone. My phone's broken.
right. That was weird.
Yeah, I was just browsing Just Eat, and it's a white background, and I just happened to notice that, like, semi-transparent behind the app, I could see a play button and like a skip forward and skip back button.
Oh.
And I was like, why is there either a play button in this app, or why has my phone started like transparently laying apps on top of each other? But no, it's just because I have the podcast app open on my phone for so long when I'm at work.
Oh, it's burnt
I've actually got burn-in on my screen on my phone.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious. What you get for buying the cheaper Samsung, I guess. That being said, it do have that one podcast app open a lot. It's only just noticeable as well. Wow. Resale value shredded.
Depends if they like podcasts.
Yeah, they have to use the same podcast app as me, so the overlay matches.
Yeah.
You know what, Rob? I think I want duck satay.
Ooh, duck satay. Never had duck satay, only chicken satay.
Yes, we're doing it.
I had like a honey duck dish at the Thai restaurant the other week. That was really good.
What do you pair satay duck with, though? Right, sure.
Pear? I don't think I ever ate duck. Oh, duck is a fantastically good tasting meat, in my opinion.
It has to be cooked well, though, because it's very fatty.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, you've got to have the right bits. Yeah, I don't like the fat. I do tend to make sure I trim that away.
£21.40. Go to checkout.
Yeah, I would very much recommend you give duck a try. Assuming you're not a vegetarian or a vegan, then I wouldn't recommend it.
Or a duckatarian.
Yeah, duckatarian. I suppose you can have pescatarians.
That's what I am. one of my favourite Bill Bailey jokes.
Right.
Is I'm a vegan, but I'm not strict. I eat fish. Also duck.
Right, both fields are completed.
Nice. Turn them in.
There we go. There are two two more fields available. Should you wish to continue.
I might stop for a bit because I've just ordered food. You're about to stop. And
Yeah.
you see my wheel spin? I'll face up the hill with the clouds.
Not
I'm doing it.
obviously.
So what? I'll drop the fan. Oh, it won't let me now, will it? Because it's not a contract. Oh, it will. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yes.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's spinning.
Look at the physics.
That's excellent. Nice.
We need wheel weights, mate.
Right, well, on that note, I will call that the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching, people. Do appreciate it. Go subscribe. And hey, Luca Harvey, welcome along. I do apologise, but I'm just shutting down. Came at just the wrong moment there.
Will you be back later, though?
I may be back later. I don't know. I would assume probably not, but then I will be around tomorrow.
What?
For sure.
Well, I might do a stream with Wookie then. Don't need you to have fun.
Well, you never know. I might pop in. We will see. See how it goes. But yeah, please do go over and follow Trucker Tango also on Twitch. And yeah, check out all the links below for Discord and all those kinds of things. And
I'm not one of your recommended channels on Twitch.
are you not?
No, you're not. Very offensive, sir.
That does need to change.
That being said, I don't know if you're on mine either.
Fair.
I've not
Right.
updated mine in a while.
Anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you maybe later on, maybe tomorrow. Bye for now. Oh, I've got to go back to my other screen on the thing. Bye.